for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this. Feeling good, yeah, I could taste it. I could tell that it's one of them days. Sun keep beaming and shining on my face. Surfing the breeze, yeah, I'm riding that wave. Riding that wave. Sitting on top, everything is okay. Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are now tuned in to the greatest. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time.
I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better.
1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town.
And here we are, Friday mornings, live from Studio 67, KINZ and KLOMP, trying something a little bit different, adding a little bit of a different twist or flavor for your Friday morning. And we thought we'd give you some locals and some topical information happening. And again, we're going to begin with this one right here. How about Andrea Paradis? Muscle and Fitness, Hers Magazine. Did you know that Andrea is a power lifter here in this city? And guess what? Andrea is, look at her there. If you need help moving couches down the stairs, she's going to be your gal. She's trying to crack the pages of Muscle, Fitness, and Hers Magazine. And again, we want to vote her onto the front cover. Not only will she win the cover with votes, she'll also pick up $20,000 in cash. And again, mshealthandfitness.com/2023/Andrea to get a vote in for Andrea. Look at those muscles. Look what she's pulling there. I don't think I could ever lift even one of those plates, let alone 3.
All right there, Kinsman. I'm going to check to make sure I look pretty good in the slide there.
You look good.
But you know who this is? This is Eminem, pal. And Eminem, he's like 50 years old. He looks amazing, doesn't he? Look at Eminem over there, Kinsman. Looks totally sharp. His daughter, now not Haley, who you're used to, Elena, got married. And if you remember anything about Eminem, is that his natural by birth daughter is Haley, but Elena he adopted when she was just a baby girl. So do you feel old? This is the question I have out there, Kinsman. Do you feel old that Eminem is out there with his daughter's wedding? Because we know Eminem is the young kid with the blonde hair, pal. I don't know what's going on here. It's a wild world, dude. Eminem celebrating this awesome wedding with his daughter. I feel old. The Slim Shady. He's the old Shady now, pal. The old Shady, I'm going to tell you. Mr. Eminem. I love it. Are you a fan of Eminem, Kinsman?
I'm a fan of Eminem, and he always looks like he's the deer in the headlight routine every time he's in a photo. But how about this? I'm loving Eminem, loving this kid. We actually ran into him at the Climb and Fun Foam Party. National Foam Party Day was yesterday, and again, Climb and Fun. We were down at Roy Nicholson Park and ran into this guy, 11-year-old Brady Roy, who's cutting his hair for cancer on Monday. Look at that donation total. Way back before he sent us a message looking for some help, he was trying to get to $1,000 in donations. He hit $1,210. And his mom, Tammy Leroy, is inviting us to the cut Monday. We're going to join Brady and watch him cut his locks for kids' cancer. And again, Brady last night wanted to send out a message on this show to him today. A big thank you to all who sent in a donation. Big thank you. And again, you can watch the cut live Monday morning, live from our KINZ and KLOMP Facebook page and all our social media sites. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, Brady Roy.
All right, Kinsman, I have a question for you. You just started watching movies, okay? And you just started watching television shows. But I went to IMDb, it's Internet Movie Database, and they listed the top rated television shows and or movies at all time. So to me, I'm a Titanic guy. You know, Jack should have survived the piece of wood there. Rose let him go. But can you believe it that Titanic is not on the list, Kinsman? I'm totally shocked. The #1 rated movie or television show at all time, get this, is on my top 5, is Shawshank Redemption. #1. It almost has a perfect, absolutely perfect 100-meter rating score on IMDb, which is absolutely unheard of. But creeping in this year is the brand new Spider-Verse movie. I think that's already hit #3, which is incredible. Topping off with The Sopranos for a television show and The Godfather 2. It's pretty rare that you get a sequel, Kinsman, that's on the top list. Over to you, pal.
That's right. The Color It Up Fun Run. We welcome Brittany Robert. She was on the show this week from the Seizure and Brain Injury Center in the city. She is the new executive director. This is her first crack at the Color It Up Run. Now, don't get too freaked out by the word run. She was on the show saying, you know what, they're going to change it to the Color It Up vent. And, because people say, I don't want to walk, I don't want to run. You just come out and show your support. And again, this happens on Saturday. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. registration at Gillies Lake. And it's going to be a great day weather-wise. You know what? It rained all week. It's going to be nice and sunny tomorrow. And again, the Color It Up Fun Run, whichever way you slice it, wear a white shirt. When you register, you'll get your shirt, you'll get some sunglasses, and then you walk Gillies Lake, and there's going to be various color stations, and you get tie-dyed as you go. And it's a lot of fun. If you missed it last year, this is our second year being a part of it. We're going to have some fun.
All right there, Kinsman, back over to me. Now I'm going to make sure this is our first time doing it with this slide transition. But you know who this is. Ronnie didn't know who this was. Absolutely ridiculous. This here is Kanye West. Now, Kanye was a superstar when he was a hustler and grinder. But lately, Kanye West is an absolute disaster. So he just celebrated his birthday, Kinsman. This reminds me of something you would probably do. But he celebrated his birthday the only way Kanye West knows how. He had a sushi bar, but he didn't go down to Osaka there, Kinsman. You know what he did? He ate sushi off a naked woman, right? Is this your type of party, Kinsman?
Not going to be happening. No, I don't think Tracy would approve of that.
Tracy wouldn't approve of that,
no.
But Kanye West had a whole bunch of celebrities there. He's known for his wacky fashion. I think his music's gone completely downhill, but nonetheless, first 2 albums were pretty dope, as they say in the rap scene. But Kanye West eating sushi off a naked woman, pal.
And I like Kanye when he was the Asante Goo. Remember, he was like a character on the keyboard for his name. And how about this? I love these guys, the duo, the hottest country duo from Matheson, right there. Good old Rosewood Ave, and guess what? They are being played down under. Have you seen this news? Country Thunder Australia has had them and added them to their recent list of ads this week in Australia. And again, if you go to the vote, I hope you do, Country Australia, thunderaustralia.com.au. We can vote every single day to get Good Old Days. You can see it circled there on the thumbnail to the top of the list. And again, yeah, Country Thunder Australia. Always was told that Australians love the Canadians. They love our music. They love our accent. And again, they're loving Rosewood Avenue, who cracked the Country Thunder Australia charts this week. And also, we're going to see them at Rock on the River, part of the Country Night, coming up June 21st.
All right, Kinsman, time for another camera switch, and you're about to cry here, pal. Phil Kessel. You remember Phil Kessel used to play for the Leafs. The Toronto media said he could never win. They said he's too busy mowing on hot dogs and hamburgers, and he was not an elite athlete. So when he won his third, yes, Kinsman, his third Stanley Cup with Vegas just a couple days ago, he did a shot at the Toronto media saying, remember when I cannot win? Phil Kessel only played 4 games in the Stanley Cup. He was a healthy scratch after. But his name's been on there 3 times. They said he couldn't win in Toronto, but he's gone to win 2 cups with the Penguins, now 1 with the Vegas Golden Knights, pal. So this is telling me the problem ain't the players. Maybe it's the fans like you, Kinsman. Maybe it's the management. But Phil Kessel, his 3rd Stanley Cup. I know you're disappointed. I could see you beside me. You're shedding a little tear thinking that Phil Kessel is a champion and you have absolutely no rings, Kinsman.
No rings, but we love Phil. And again, he's got a lot of smack to be talking that and not even suiting it up at all in that final. And how about this? Suiting it up for some free mini putt, June 24th. This is coming up next Saturday. You want to mark this date off on the calendar. 11-2 mini putt and batting cages. We love Don Marcoux. We love the mini putt and batting cages. And again, we love Dare Timmins. Every month that they've been signed on with us, they have a free event for kids, and this is going to be the next one. Again, free swag, and if you get there right at 11 o'clock, the first 100 kids will play mini putt for free. We're going to be there. We'll even drag Ronnie. Maybe his video bike will be there at Hollinger Park as well. And again, if you've never been, it's an easy game to play. And again, you don't even have to be good to play because we're terrible at it. We're going to be handing out some prizes as well. That's Saturday. We hope to see you there again next Saturday, 11-2. And a big thumbs up to Dare Timmins, always providing free fun here in the community.
All right, Kinsman, you're not the only one that can brag about local events here. And I got something for you, pal, on Saturday. Saturday, what did we got here? July the 8th. You know the Northern Ontario Expo, the good folks that bring you Timmins Con and the Timmins Expo? Well, they're going to be doing a showing of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yes, the sequel. I haven't seen it. Shame on me. But I'm going to see it on Saturday, July the 8th. Admission, 2 non-perishable food items. Everything goes to the Timmins Food Bank. Now, here's the kicker. All the Sonic characters are going to be there. You know, Tails and Knuckles and Sonic, they're going to be there. We're going to be there, Kinsman. We're going to be doing some introduction. But you can get into the movies. It's going to be a family, super fun event with all your Sonic characters, watching Sonic 2, giving back to the Timmins Food Bank. And I don't know, you Kinsman, but you owe me like 3 bags of popcorn at the movie theater. So I'm going to make sure I drag you in there and make sure everything at the Northern Ontario Expo goes super well, pal.
Yes, and thumbs up to Rick Young. We love him over there at the Timmins Food Bank, always doing wondrous work here in our community. And how about this? Mark this off for next Wednesday. It's National Indigenous Peoples Day, Hollinger Park. Fingers crossed it's going to be a great day weather-wise for this. And they also have a socks and undies drive happening that day as well. But it all begins at 5:30 a.m. with the sunrise ceremony and the lighting of the sacred fire. And then they've got traditional fun, songs and dance and drumming from 11 to 7. It's a whole jam-packed day at Hollinger Park next Wednesday. And again, even starts at 12 noon. At 12 noon, they've got the opening remarks and again, the opening prayer. Again, we'll be down there. We'll be down there as well for that Socks and Undies drive. And they do encourage, when you come on down there, bring some new socks and undies for the donation drive. And again, it's National Indigenous Peoples Day, June 21st. That's next Wednesday at Hollinger Park. We love it.
All right, Kinsman, you notice I have no notes and you have notes. So that means I went to bed early and did my homework. But this is called the Messi effect. You don't watch soccer, or as we call football, but let me teach you something about Lionel Messi. He just signed with the MLS, which is Major League Soccer. We actually have a team in Toronto, but most of them are American-based. When he signed with that team in Miami, they went from like a couple million social media followers to oversee every single professional team, NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and all of North America. Their tickets, their average ticket per game went from $28 to $2,000 just by signing Messi. Football is humongous, my friend. 100 times more popular than hockey, the world's greatest sport. I'm a Man City fan. We just won the Champions League. And let me tell you, if you get a chance to see Lionel Messi play, you're in for something. Plus, we're hosting the World Cup in 2026. But the Lionel Messi effect can make it or break it.
And you know what we're hosting? Rock of the River 2023. Who's got a ticket for this amazing weekend? ROTR.ca. Go there now. The country night on Friday, July 21st. Dallas Smith, if you listen to your country music at, Country 93.1 here in the city. Dallas Smith is a regular on their airplay. How about the Rec Lodge? You've got Rosewood Ave, the James Barker Band. It's going to be a great night. Now, Papa Roach on the Rock Night on Saturday, July 22nd. You can get there and check them all out. It's going to be a great, great night. And again, and a great weekend. We're going to be doing some social media coverage on both Friday and the Saturday throughout the stands and the fans. We're going to do the fan perspective. And again, if you haven't got your tickets yet, what are you waiting for? ROTR.ca. And of course, it's going to be a lot of fun at Hollinger Park.
All right there, Kinsman. Now I'm going to slide it. I'm watching you over there and getting distracted because it looks like you're trying to give that PowerPoint presentation a smooch. What do you want to give it a kiss there, Kinsman? Practice your blocking, okay? But you always hear about crazy or dumb criminals. Here's a guy, I think he was involved in a robbery or assault of some sort. The police posted his mugshot, and what did he do? Didn't like it, Kinsman. He didn't like it. He shares the post. He shares the post bragging that he committed this crime across social media, and the cops found him in about 5 or 6 seconds. Now, Kinsman, if you're going to rob my wallet at night and I put out a police report, are you going to share the post? Do you care about that much social media attention to go to jail? Well, this fellow here, pal, this fellow, I'm looking over at you, did exactly that. And Sean says he has his tickets for Rock on the River. But Sean's a lot smarter than this individual right here who got busted for sharing his fame.
That's right. I don't know if I go that far into complaining about my mugshot on social media. But how about this? First aid for your canine. Now, if medical distress happened for your canine, your four-legged fur child, would you know what to do? And if the answer is no, don't you worry, because guess what? Southern Alberta Canine coming into the city. In fact, they're in town today. Now, there's a session, 2 sessions, one in Timmins, where Lisa and her crew are going to teach you first aid and how to respond accordingly when your dog goes into medical distress. And the dog gym tomorrow, Saturday, from 10 to 5. There's a session there. And they also have one in Swastika happening today, also from 10 to 5. And you can log on to southernabcaninefirstaid.ca for more detail, /book a class if you want to get into the Timmins class, or if you're in the Swastika area, you're going to take part in that class. And again, welcoming, Lisa and her crew at the Ontario Besser Shepherds, who are up in Swastika right now, getting set for today's show. And again, it's $159 plus your HST per person. And again, you can register now. Maybe you can, do the good old QR code and get yourself in for some first aid training for your pets.
I'm gonna flip it over to me, pal. Continue on with that. Do you think you'd be able to give my Great Danes some first aid training?
I don't know.
Really be able to help them
the answer is not too many people know how to do, fall into the first aid category when your dog falls into medical distress. And again, the Southern Alberta canines are going to help you out today. And again, they're at 5140 Ontario in Swastika, Unit 112, today from 10 to 5. And again, we welcome Lisa and her crew, to the city. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's right, Kinsman. And I don't know, pal, if you'd be able to help out. I think you need to both go to this class. The Timmins one's on the 17th. Okay, so here's a story for you, pal. So there's this dad in Belgium that wanted to teach his family and his friends about appreciation of life. And he thought people had just disrespected him his whole life. And he thought, listen, would they miss me when I'm gone? So what they did, and get this, he faked his own funeral. So they had the obituary, they had the funeral, they had the burial, and right when that was about to conclude, he flew in, I believe, on a helicopter, and boom, he's alive. He did that to teach his family that love people while they are alive. Now the question I have for you, Kinsman, you gonna miss me if I was gone? I don't know, because maybe I'll have to pull a fake funeral on you to teach you a lesson there, pal. But can you believe it? This guy, he got away with it. Now, some people were outraged on social media. To tell you the honest truth, I love it, pal. I love the idea of it, and I think he taught him a beautiful lesson. But would you miss me, or would you miss Ronnie while we were gone?
I would definitely miss you, pal. I would definitely miss you. And speaking of miss, you do not want to miss this. July 16th, want to tee it up for Sports for Kids Timmins? Well, Colleen Landers and her crew want you to put a team in. Talking to Colleen, they are halfway to their goal. They need to fill some more spots and tee blocks and to get your teams in. And of course, this is going to happen at the Hollinger Golf Course. We have thousands of dollars worth of prizes, and one of the prizes, just want to say right now, if you go to sportsforkidstimmins.com, get all the details there. You can contact Colleen at Sports for Kids at the Sportsplex and get yourself a team in right now. One of the prizes that we're offering is the longest drive for the men and the women. The winner from each will get free nights and a free night of sponsorship on our show. And again, that's a $300 plus package for each, for the men and the ladies. And again, everybody picks up a prize at the first tee.
All right, we're flipping back to me, Kinsman. And once again, I'm going to steal your spotlight talking about locals. But how awesome is Mark and the Rock Solid Wrestling team? They bring professional wrestling to our community a couple times a year. Wow, the one back in April, and they do this for every single event, in case you didn't know this, is that they give back the proceeds to a charity. This time they chose the Timmins Humane Society. And picture it here, Kinsman. Am I pointing it rightly?
You're pointing it rightly.
Am I showcasing it like you?
You're right behind Mark.
There is Mark. I'm right behind him. Am I blocking him off? There is Mark and the executive director of the Timmins Humane Society presenting a check for $2,500. You've never seen that much money in your life, Kinsman. But
2,500 bones.
It is a pretty big amount. And thank you to Mark and the Rock Solid Wrestling team. So, you know, when you go to these events, pal, I'm about to tell you that not only are you supporting them, you're supporting the charities that they get involved with on every single occasion. He looks good, right?
He's looking good.
Mark Ethier.
Looking good. Mark Ethier, we love him. And again, we'll have him back on the show. He's a recurring guest. Now, coming up tomorrow, the TD Summer Reading Club Launch and Literacy Fair is back at it at the Timmins Public Library. And again, this is kicking off tomorrow. We're going to be down there for the 2 o'clock launch, 2 to 4. So if you're looking for things to do for your little ones throughout the summer, well, come on down. And they've got tons of, different types of games, different types of reading programs, crafts, all sorts of fun for the kids. And again, that's 2 to 4 tomorrow at the Timmins Public Library, and this is geared for ages 2 to 13. So, Klomp, you're not allowed to come on in here for that one. Not allowed in there at all. But we're gonna go see the fine folks, the Amy's of the world, who are going to be helping launch this TD Summer Reading Club. And again, the Lunch and Literacy Fair, it happens every single Saturday. And of course, we're going to kick off the first one tomorrow.
All right, Kinsman. You can already tell I like a lot of dumb criminal stuff. So driving under the influence, drugs, of alcohol, kids, that's a no-no. Everyone knows it's a no-no. It's absolutely terrible. But there's a fellow right here, Kinsman. He tried to beat the system in the only way this fellow could beat the system.
Or was he trying to eat the system?
You stay out of my jokes, Kinsman. You got to write your own. He tried to beat the breathalyzer system. And do you know how? He tried to eat underwear because he thought by eating his own underwear would soak up the alcohol in his own system. And let me tell you, it absolutely worked, and he got off. No, Kinsman, it was a complete fail. But criminals will try anything to get off of anything, or so I hear. Now, the question is, if you're eating your underwear, Kinsman, do you got nice Calvin Kleins, or are you still in those Fruit of the Loom budget bags? Nothing wrong with the budget bag. I'm just sort of curious what type of underwear you'd be eating to beat the system. But this fellow, he tried his best.
He tried his best, and that is definitely going above and beyond to try to beat the system or eat the system. But how about this guy, Vern Chichu, new album. He was launching this back in January, Walk With Me. And again, Vern, I know a lot of people, listen to albums online. You can get this album everywhere you stream your music, or you can pick up the, physical copy. I'm going to put this down here and show you. We've got Vern Chichu's Walk With Me. And again, he was on our show a few weeks back, and we promised we'd buy 5 copies. So if you watch the KINZ and KLOMP show for the next few nights, we're going to give you a chance to win one of these copies for free. I know Sean Seal picked one up in his mailbox. Also, Natalie Landers picked one up as well. And again, dedicated to the memory of his late wife, Karen Pine Chichu. And again, you can pick up that album in stores now. And there you go. Our first Friday morning break here as we dive into the weather. Right after this, we're going to take a quick peek at our sponsors. And how much foam can Roy Nicholson Park get? Well, we're going to find out Thursday for Climate Fund's National Foam Party Day. June 15th, 6 to 8, we're going to fill Roy Nicholson Park with foam. We'll be your host. We hope to see you there. And just for the fun of it, mini putt and batting cages. Join Don Marcoux all summer long for some mini putt. How about some swings in the batting cage, or just to stay cool in the splash zone? Call today for a booking, 705-264-7888. 8, located at Hollinger Park. And Rock of the River, who's going to this night? The Country Night featuring Dallas Smith or the Rock Night featuring Papa Roach? Get your tickets for the entire weekend online, rotr.ca. And dive into the Punjabi cuisine at the Punjabi restaurant, located in downtown Timmins at 211A Algonquin Boulevard East. And the TD Summer Reading Club Launch and Literacy Fair is coming up this Saturday, 2 to 4, at the Timmins Public Library, geared for ages 2 to 13. Play some Warhammer, get those cracked iPhone screens repaired, or book your next birthday party. Elite Geeks Electronics, 133 Spruce Street South in Timmins. Call today, 705-266-7892. Chad has over 10,000 video game selections. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, call Andrew N today for your residential commercial cleaning excellence, as they are the professionals guaranteed. Book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial unit today by calling 705-465-3500. And Dare Timmins teaming up with the Mini Putt and Batting Cages for a free day of golf. June 24th from 11 to 2. Free swag, and the first 100 kids will play Mini Putt for free. And how about a free estimate with V&M Renovations? Do you have a kitchen, bathroom, bedroom reno? Call Max and Justin today, 705-372-3832. And it's a lot of fun gearing up with the Urban Park in downtown Timmins with your Downtown Timmins BIA. Look at all these fun weeks. Circle them off on your calendar and join the fun this summer with your Downtown Timmins BIA. In Jackpot City Gaming, play some bingo, Vegas-style games. The Progressives, try the Tap Tix Gaming Room, and stop in for a beverage. They're now fully licensed at 251 First Avenue. And Royal LePage, Northern Realty Leaders with Albert Seal. Have Albert seal your deal if you're buying or selling. Call Albert today, 705-465-3493. And it's another busy week at Imagine Cinemas with The Flash, Elemental, and Transformers Rise of the Beast. Get your tickets and showtimes online at imaginecinemas.com. And it's a busy week leading up to St. Jean-Baptiste Day on the 24th, with a lot of fun this Saturday at Hollinger Park. Free barbecue, inflatables for the kids, and how about some evening entertainment at Full Beard Brewing with Daniel Grenier. Tickets and showtimes and details online at laronetimmins.ca. And the Color It Up Fun Run is gearing up for Gillies Lake this Saturday. Join us for the run with a team. You can register online by going to the Seizure and Brain Injury Center's website at sabic.ca. And the Timmins Indigenous Organizations Committee welcomes everyone to join us in celebrating Indigenous culture in our community. It's National Indigenous Peoples Day coming up next Wednesday, June 21st at Hollinger Park, Timmins. All begins at 5:30 a.m. with the sunrise ceremony and the lighting of the sacred fire. And then from 11 to 7, traditional drumming and dancing, games and activities for all ages, storytelling, information booths, and more. Also at 12 noon, the opening song and prayer with opening remarks. All are welcome. Also happening that Wednesday, a sock and undies drive. Join us at Hollinger Park on National Indigenous Peoples Day with your new sock and undies donations. And the Living Space Buy a Bed campaign is in full swing. The goal is to raise $50,000 in capital to help support living space here in our community.
All right, Kinsman, it is time to do the weather, and I'm sharing the good news. You only want to come on when it's cloudy or raining or storms or snowing. I'm bringing you the sun, baby. Do you see the sun behind me here, Kinsman?
I see the sun.
I'm talking Friday here, Kinsman. We are getting up today. Today's Friday, by the way. I'm going to give you the evening off because we're getting up to a balmy, I'm telling you, pal, a balmy 20 degrees. The sun's happy. We're happy. I'm happy. 20 degrees. Now, Ronnie, flip it over to Saturday and let's see what Kinsman has to say.
All right. Well, yay, as they say, the sun will come out tomorrow. Well, it's going to come out today. You heard Friday's amazing temperature. And tomorrow, lots of things happening for the Color It Up Fun Run down at Gillies Lake. And again, we're going to see a high of 23 and some sunshine today.
Oh, wow. We'll get Ronnie to flip it over to Sunday. What was that? What were you doing, like acrobatics with the weather? That was, you never make it as the weatherman, like Nicolas Cage. Have you seen that movie? But I could top you. I'm going to top you right now, pal, because I'm telling you, you could talk about 23s. That's kind of low for me. I want more heat. You got more heat, baby, because it's going up to 25 on a sunny Sunday. How do you like that? 3 suns. What do you get with 3 suns on one of those pull tickets? Is that like $100 or is that just like $1? I don't know, Kinsman. 3 suns this weekend. Sun's out. Kinsman's guns are out.
Guns are out. 25.
Let's hope. You want to come in the screen here, pal?
Yeah, let's come on in here.
What are you going to do? A somersault when you do
Well,
the weather?
Sunday,
Terrible.
a great day to take Dad out fishing, golfing.
yes.
Keep in mind, this weekend, just wanted to add this in, because it is Father's Day, it's free fishing as long as you don't need those licenses. You just need proper ID and, of course, follow the fishing rules from the M&M.
Are you going fishing?
Am I going fishing?
Yeah,
I'm not going fishing yet. Do I even have a fishing rod? I need a fishing rod.
You don't have a fishing rod, but there we go. You bringing the guns out with the sun?
I'm going to be bringing the guns out.
I had 20.
Sun's out
Listen,
for Father's Day on Sunday.
Here's what happened with the weather. I had 20 degrees. Then you tried to be a show off.
23 on
23,
Saturday.
But I topped you at the end.
But Dad's
pal.
Day.
I topped you at the end. And you're lucky I didn't get the Monday because it's going to be 74 degrees out.
74 degrees. Lots of sunshine, but we always get the bad rap. Father's Day always seems to get better weather than the Mother's Day weekend. But Mother's Day this year was actually pretty cool.
My Mother's
Pretty
Day,
nice,
shout out to all the super mums. All right, there, Ronnie, let's close it out. That's our first morning show.
Yeah.
The pilot show.
The pilot show.
Keep it
We'll
rolling.
iron it out and keep it going for next Friday. Again, something new here on KINZ and KLOMP.
All right, Ronnie, close it out.
1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this. Feeling good, yeah, I could taste it. I could tell that it's one of them days. Sun keep beaming and shining on my face. Surfing the breeze, yeah, I'm riding that wave. Wave, riding that wave. Sitting on top, everything is okay. Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are now tuned in to the greatest. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time.
I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better.
1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this. Feeling good, yeah, I could taste it. I could tell that it's one of them days. Sun keep beaming and shining on my face. Surfing the breeze, yeah, I'm riding that wave. Wave, riding that wave. Sitting on top, everything is okay. Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Hit my stride, try to keep my pace.
Ladies and gentlemen.